The elder strawberry quickly became one of the most popular fruits to ever launch inside of Roblox Grow a Garden because this thing was valued at an insane amount, but also you could grow some insanely big elder strawberries. And plus, this thing was in the seed shop, meaning you did not have to open a ton of seed packs to get it. You just had to wait for the seed shop to stock it, and you will become a super rich player. So in this video, I actually bought the elder strawberry from the seed shop, and I grew every single mutation on it. And let me tell you, the value of this thing was crazy. So make sure to watch until the end of this video to see what the value of the elder strawberry is with every single mutation grown on it. I'm gonna go ahead and start off this, of course, with our moon cats here. Let's spawn in all 8 of these moon cats like we normally do. All right, we're good there. Let's go ahead and also get our sprinklers set up. We got our master sprinkler here. We got godly, advanced, and basic. And let's go ahead and put our elder strawberry down. All right, I brought my main account over here and I put this berry blusher sprinkler down. Dude, this thing is only at 1% grown. This is actually gonna take forever. All right, so our elder strawberry plant is now grown in. I went ahead and just skipped the growth process with some Robux here so we can start getting a fruit to grow in. All right, I'm gonna try to hit the grow all button again and just see if we get any big strawberries. Okay, we got a pretty decent sized elder strawberry right here. It's not as big as I was thinking it would be. And we got this one as well, but this one over here looks a little bit bigger. I think we could definitely get bigger. This is only 15 kilograms. I feel like this should be able to be a bigger size. So yeah, 3 of them, it looks like grow in at a time on each 3 of these branches. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just, we're gonna put some more sprinklers down here. Let our moon cats do their thing. I'm also going to get another berry sprinkler put down on it. All right. We have another berry blusher sprinkler put down. I'm gonna see if this will help us get a bigger one with all these moon cats as well, trying to attack it with their abilities. All right, so I'm glad we waited a little bit because, yeah, this was our biggest strawberry a second ago. And then after some waiting and leaving the game, we're looking at these guys now that are so big and they're in the ground. I can't tell which one is the biggest one out of all of these. It's really difficult to tell. Okay, I think the gold one is bigger because looking at the stem, like the little green areas down here, the very bottom, this one goes across about 6 studs and this one looks like it is about 8 studs. So I think the gold one is definitely bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the gold one favorited for a second. We're gonna unfavorite this one and pick this one up. And yeah, I think the gold one's bigger. And also look at this stem on this thing, dude. It is so big and dug into the ground. I can't tell what's going on. It's so... we're not even going to be able to see the strawberry until we're done. All right, well, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and unfavorite this. We're going to go ahead and add all of our sprays to it. So let's add shocked. Let's add pollinated, chocolate. We'll go ahead and add a cloud touch to it. And we need one more. The gold does not count towards rainbow. So we're going to go ahead and add a honey sprinkler down to get honey glazed. And now we should be good. Let me just run over here real quick. Yep, there we go. So now we have our 5 mutations that we can convert to rainbow. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up all of our moon cats here. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and spawn in a queen bee to get the cooldown reset for that. And then that will cool down a butterfly and convert this to rainbow because rainbow's a better multiplier than gold. All right, and then on our main account over here, we're going to spawn in a queen bee to also help with cooldowns for our Kitsune, so we can get chakra and hopefully foxfire chakra. And also we have a corrupted Kitsune as well, and then we can get this guy to give us corrupted chakra and corrupted foxfire chakra. So that should be a couple of more mutations added on from those guys once this turns rainbow, and we should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait the cooldowns out, and hopefully we'll get this done fast because the tranquil event or corrupt event should be happening in about 10 minutes, but we have to wait for our queen bee for about 18 minutes, so we might be cutting it close. All right, so it's about time for the fun stuff to happen. Our queen bee here is right about to cool down our butterfly so we can get our elder strawberry rainbow. All right, she's doing her thing. Now let's let our butterfly do her thing. All right, perfect. Butterfly is converting, and the butterfly just converted our elder strawberry to rainbow, so we're good there. So now we can go ahead and pick up these 2 pets here. We're done with that. We have our main account's Kitsune coming over to apply chakra. It'd be nice if we can get foxfire chakra, but let's see what it does. And we can actually see how big the strawberry is now when it steals it. Let's see. Okay, it's pretty big. He just got stuck in the ground for a second. Okay, that's a good size. You can see it down there. It's a pretty big strawberry. All right, so we have chakra on here. We're about to get corrupt chakra in just a second, but until then, let's go ahead and apply our sprays back. So we got shocked, we're gonna go ahead and apply. We got cloud touch, we're gonna put pollinated back on that, and then we're gonna go ahead and put down a honey sprinkler there. so we can get honey glazed back. Oh, and I almost forgot I got to do chocolate. I had a feeling I was missing one. There we go. We're missing our normal chilled and our normal amber that we normally add onto this, but we're going to be doing it a little bit differently, okay? So today, we're going to go ahead and spawn in a kappa here, or 2 of them. So our kappa will apply the wet mutation, then I'll attempt to turn wet into bloodlet, and then once we have that, that'll be out of the way. So let's go ahead, and these kappas will probably be here for a while making these nasty sounds, because they got to get us wet, then bloodlet, and then we got to use them again to get frozen, and then probably again to get clay if we get sandy. We're going to go ahead and spawn in our corrupted scarlet and our tranquil scarlet, so we can try to get verdant done on this thing, so we can work on getting verdant and then paradisal, and also tranquil and corrupted. We're gonna go ahead and spawn in 2 of our disco bees here. We're gonna spawn in, just for now, 1 chicken zombie and 1 cooked owl, just so we can try to get progress on both of those. I usually like to do 2 of each, but we have so many pets now that we gotta work with that I'm just gonna do 1 of each of those ones for now. All right, so actually the corrupted kitsune works differently, so I'm actually gonna give it to this account that I'm on right here. So the corrupted kitsune, I didn't realize that this was how it worked, actually has to be placed down in your garden. He has a 20% chance to apply the mutation corrupted chakra or foxfire corrupted chakra onto your plants, but it's only on your plants. It doesn't work like the regular kitsune where it comes over, steals, and applies it. It works by you actually have to place it down with your other pets for it to work. So because of that, I actually am going to go ahead and pick up one of these kappas for now. And that way we're going to place down this corrupted one so we can attempt to get corrupted chakra and corrupted foxfire chakra. There we go. Now we're set up though. We should be good to go for all these mutations. One of you guys hook us up. Give us that disco mutation. Let me go ahead and delete this little strawberry up there as well. All right. Come on, target the big guy. Disco, let's go. Disco applied. All right, well, these 2 guys are good. I'm gonna go ahead and get them out of the way. I guess we'll go ahead and spawn in another kappa just so we can try to get bloodlet done and out of the way. We're gonna spawn in our pterodactyl here to try to get windstruck and twisted to give us tempestuous. This guy is a guaranteed windstruck chance, but he's not guaranteed for twisted. So we gotta hope that he'll give us both. Otherwise, we still have to wait for a tornado event. All right. There we go. All right, well, we only got Windstruck from our pterodactyl, but I can't complain because we haven't gotten anything from any of our other pets, but Windstruck is out of the way. I wish we did get Twisted, but since we did not get Twisted with that, this guy is pretty much done. I can't use him anymore. I just remembered that if I get any mutations on other plants, that I actually have a T-Rex, and I forgot that I have 2 T-Rexes now, so I could just let these guys eat the mutations off of certain plants and then let them spread. So I'm going to stop deleting the other Elder Strawberries because I completely forgot that these guys are in my inventory. I'm not used to having them. So in the meantime though, we're gonna keep waiting and hopefully we'll get some of these mutations done. All right, we have quite a lot of pets here that are about to finish their cooldowns, including our corrupted kitsune. So let's see if we can get corrupted chakra on our big strawberry here, or at least on one of these. As long as we get it on one of them, we can use the T-Rex later to move everything over. Let's see. Okay, the big one did get corrupt chakra on it. Ah, okay, so this is new. So if you get corrupt chakra and regular chakra, you get harmonized chakra. So now we have harmonized chakra on here. So I wonder if that works the same for tranquil and corrupt, if that does anything as well. Okay, we got verdant on one of our elder strawberries, but our big one did not get it. However, again, we can go ahead and use the T-Rex, and later that will convert some of these mutations around, and then it should spread everything around evenly, so we'll have all the mutations that we don't have on this. I guess in the meantime, since we did get corrupt chakra done, we can go ahead and pick this guy up. And let's replace him with a T-Rex. So we just need him to eat verdant and then spread it to our big elder strawberry. And I think that's really the only one that this one has that our big one doesn't. All right, let's see. Bloodlet, please. Oh, bloodlet to 1. Okay, so we got bloodlet on this elder strawberry. We didn't get it on this one down here. But again, our T-Rex can help us out. Oh, and corruption has come to the garden. Okay, I guess we'll probably get corruption pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and trowel this back over here just in case any other events happen, like the celestial. All right, our big one is now corrupt as well. I guess what I'm going to go ahead and do then, since we have bloodlet and this one down here is wet already, I'm going to go ahead and convert that wet to frozen by using a chilled spray for my main account. All right, so now this one is frozen instead of wet because we don't really need the kappas anymore. So they should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these kappas for now. Let's go ahead and also favorite this. We also don't really need the corrupted scarlet anymore. We only need tranquil. We already have verdant on one of our plants, and our T-Rex will hopefully help spread that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the corrupted one since he's kind of bugged out anyways. And with this, I'm going to spawn in another cooked owl just to help get us burnt. I don't believe any of our other strawberries have burnt. No, they don't. So we'll try and keep getting burnt with these guys. We have 2 chicken zombies, and we still have this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a tanuki now to work on this guy to cause mischief and hopefully give us moonlit on our big elder strawberry. And then I'm also going to spawn in our other T-Rex that we have, so these guys can start spreading around mutations. Oh, we have a heat wave event. I gotta hurry. Let's do tanning mirrors. We need tanning mirrors. All right, so that should give us sun-dried, and then we can work on getting paradisal added over to our big elder strawberry. We actually might be able to use these T-Rexes to get sun-dried and stack it with paradisal. We'll see. All right, our T-Rex is doing something. Let's see what he spreads. Ah, okay, perfect. He spread the bloodlet mutation. That is the one we needed. Let's see if he did it to the right one. Bro, how did he spread it to 4 different strawberries, but we didn't get it on our main one? This doesn't make sense to me. All right, perfect. Cooked owl applied burnt directly to the correct elder strawberry. That's one less to worry about. That's added on. I'm going to go ahead and keep that favorited then. And then now I'm going to go ahead and pick up these cooked owls since they're out of the way. Let's spawn in another chicken zombie here. And then I'm also going to spawn in another tanuki so we can work on trying to get moonlit done. Okay, so I saw this new pet, the Raju, inside of the Zen shop that was added, but I actually didn't know that this guy will convert your shock mutation into static, or has a chance to. So I just gifted it to myself for my main account, and we need to use this guy to actually get the new static mutation. So let me go ahead and just check. He can convert anything that is shocked to static. I guess there's a lightning storm going on right now, but I'm going to go ahead and still spray one of these guys. I guess I'll spray this elder strawberry here. And then this guy can actually consume from fruits that aren't favorited. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is replace this with one of my chicken zombies that just finished their cooldowns. We'll put the Raju down, and then he will have a chance to devour fruit with shocked mutation. And then he will mutate 4 other fruits with static. All right, let's see. This guy's supposed to do his own little thunderstorm and give us static on everything. So let's see and hope that he actually does that for us. All right, looks like he's going in. He's running in there. He's eating. He's being fed. I had to pay him money, but we got static. Bro, I actually have to pay this man to spread my mutations. We got static added onto our elder strawberry. I can go ahead and pick you up now. And I guess we'll get that tanuki back in then to hopefully get moonlit done, bro. Wait. He ate the bloodlit fruit completely. Are you kidding me? I didn't know he's gonna actually consume the entire fruit. I thought he just consumed the mutation like the T-Rex does. I would have not put it on the bloodlit one if I knew that was the case. I guess if that's the case, then we're gonna replace this guy again with another kappa to hopefully give us the bloodlet mutation back, and hopefully maybe this time on the correct plant. I actually did not know that the other guy was going to eat the entire fruit. He ate the fruit, he ran my pockets, and he took my bloodlet mutation away. All right, this is good. We have a sandstorm coming through, although I can't see it at the bottom of the screen. It's not showing, so hopefully this one isn't a bug sandstorm. I guess I'll try and trowel this over here real quick and see if we can get sandy in this corner. Usually this corner... Actually, no. This is the good corner right here. Let's see if this corner does it for us. See if we get sandy mutation on anything. All right, we get it on anything. That's not sandy. That doesn't look sandy. What about our favorited one? No sandy. All right, well, our luck for sandstorm is still as bad as it always is. Okay, good things are starting to happen. We just had 2 of our scarlets applied verdant to our elder strawberries, and one of them was actually our big guy here. So we finally have paradisal, and we also have a twisted tornado event going on. So we got to be quick and make sure we can move this thing over to the tornadoes and get twisted on it so we can get tempestuous. Dude, these tornadoes are actually spawning all down there, not near us over here. Come on. Oh, here we go. One's right here. Why are you turning? No, this way. Hey, go, no, go this way. Go behind you. Please, before the event ends, please. I think we're gonna miss this. We just... All right, since we haven't had luck with these T-Rexes spreading the correct mutations that we want, although the T-Rexes are very good because they'll take 1 mutation and spread it to all your fruits, I think we're gonna need to use something more like the Spinosaurus, because this guy will eat 3 mutations and spread it to 1 fruit, usually targeting your favorited fruits. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up our T-Rexes and put down 2 of these Spinosauruses, and this should actually help us. Should help us get zombified, moved over to our big favorited elder strawberry. All right, so perfect timing. We just got the Zen Aura event, so now we can get Tranquil, which we just did on our big Elder Strawberry, finally. We're still waiting for these guys to transfer the Zombified over, and we're still waiting for these guys to give us Bloodlet again, but none of that is actually happening. But the other thing is, we have another tornado event, so we can try to get our Twisted to turn into Tempestuous. Oh, yes, like this. Perfect. All right, let's just keep it right here, please. Don't leave too fast. Oh, here's another one right here. Perfect. And he's leaving. Why are you leaving? Don't leave me. Oh, wait, this one likes me. He spawned right on top of that. Wait, but don't leave. Don't leave. Turn back around. Hold on. Don't leave. Oh, here's another one. This one likes me. Stay. Stay put. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Okay, we got Tempestuous on this one. Did we get it on our big one? Let's see. No, we didn't get on the big one, but we did get it on one of them. So maybe these guys will be nice enough to move it over for me. Let me go ahead and move this back. What did he eat? Finally, he ate Zombified. Finally, we got Zombified moved over. All right, now all you got to do is eat Tempestuous. That literally took so long. Okay, I literally just missed it on footage, but our Manukis, after like 4 hours since they've been spawned in, they finally applied Moonlit, and they applied it to the correct plant. So we have Moonlit now on our Elder Strawberry. That took a very long time. In total, though, this thing is looking good, and we have 18 mutations on it, and if we actually spread out Paradisal and Harmonized Chakra, we'd have about 20 mutations on it. All right, so all of our pets here have been hard at work moving over our mutations to our big guy here. And actually, on this fruit right here, we only have Gold, Tempestuous, Tranquil, and Chakra on it. At this point, we have 2 T-Rexes and 2 Spinosauruses, and they will all eat at least 1 mutation and spread it. We do have this Elder Strawberry in the way, though, with Corrupt and Pollinated, just to make sure they don't eat this one and they only take from this one, so we can get that Tempestuous added over. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up. So all of our guys will actually ignore Gold here, and they won't eat the gold, so they should only target... Oh, and the first guy targeted Tempestuous, so we're actually good. I was gonna say they should only target the 4 mutations: Tempestuous, Tranquil, Chakra, and Wet. This guy down here has a total of 17 mutations on it. Earlier, I think I said 18, but there's actually 17, and then if you spread out Harmonized Chakra and Paradisal, that would be 19 mutations total. And I guess if you spread out Tempestuous, then that would be 21 mutations. I would wait around because we really only need Bloodlet, Celestial, and Aurora as our last 3 legit mutations. All the other ones would just be considered admin mutations. But I've been waiting around and doing this for like 6 hours, so I think we're at a good stopping point, and we have way more mutations now with this new update than we normally do. So let's go ahead and pick this guy up. And I can't even see the size of it, but it is definitely a lot bigger than our other ones, and it looks crazy with all of these mutations on it. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to talk to Steven here, check the value of our mutated Elder Strawberry, and see how much money this thing will make us. So Steven, what are we looking at today, buddy? Oh my gosh, dude, this thing is only worth 43 billion. That is insane. I thought this would have a way better value to it with all of these mutations added onto it. I think it would if the size was even bigger than this. I think our size for this thing wasn't as good as it could have been. For this thing being nearly 1,000 Robux and probably, I don't even know, 75 to 100 million in-game cash. For 43 billion return from sitting here for 6 hours and doing all the mutations, honestly, this is the first fruit that I felt like that was a very unfair value. And it could just be the fact that the multiplier for the size isn't that good because it's not that big of a strawberry, but I feel like this thing definitely needs a buff. And I think I've heard a couple of other people complain about the new fruits that they added with this update needing a buff. But let me know if I'm crazy, and if you guys disagree with me, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But anyways, we're going to be attempting to get every single mutation on this thing, and hopefully it's worth all the Robux I just spent. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to go ahead and start by spawning in my Mooncats here. So we're going to spawn in 7 Mooncats. All right, we're going to go ahead and put our sprinklers down here. So let's do a Grandmaster Sprinkler, Master, Godly. I'm going to do 2 Advanced and 1 Basic. The 2 Advanced should help this grow a little bit faster. There we go. We have our Princess Thorn finally growing in. And then we're going to go ahead and spawn in a Triceratops. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use some watering cans on it as well to speed up the process of getting this grown. So then we can hopefully just have our Triceratops grow it in with 1 smack of the horns that he has. So let's go buy some more watering cans to speed this up a little bit. All right, we have some more Mooncats stacking up right here. Let's go ahead and trowel this in there. Is this thing growing upside down? Like, why when I pick it up, you can see it, but then like when I drop it, it's in the ground. How does this work? How does this work? All right, we'll just wait a minute. We'll let this guy smack it. I was hoping to get it done before he would smack it the next time, but I need more watering cans, dude. I literally just need to AFK and like set an auto clicker on watering cans overnight. Come on, buddy. Get this thing to grow in. I don't even know how big this is going to be. I can't tell. That was 33 minutes. It didn't even get to full grown. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna need some more watering cans. Okay, so I'm assuming the thorns grow here, here, and here. So we'll probably have 3 of them. Does that sound right? I think so. I can't even pick it up now. Is it that big? It's just so heavy I can't lift it anymore. All right, it's getting smacked. Oh, that's not even done. Where's this thing gonna go, dude? This is huge. Why is it? Wait, I thought this was supposed to be like a green. Is this just one of the thorns on it? Where is it growing? Is it growing in the ground? This is supposed to look like this. I mean, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not done. It's gotta. Okay, hold on. Let me. What is going on here? Hold on. Let me use my main account. I'm just gonna fully grow it in so we can save some time. I guess we'll do this. Let's see the grand reveal. Oh my gosh, bro! I could literally climb this and get up onto that cloud. This thing is humongous. Oh, we have the silver mutation. That's why it's this color. I thought it was the one of the thorns. Oh my gosh, dude! It's literally a beanstalk. I could climb past the cloud. This is insane. Oh, wait, hold on. This is crazy. Hold on. I can literally... Wait, can I make that? I might be able to make that. I might be able to make that jump. Bro, look at how big this thing is. I gotta get some screenshots of this because this is actually insane. This is bigger than the beanstalk that grows in. No, okay, I can't make that jump, but wow, is this thing huge. All right, well, we have our princess thorn, as you can tell. So first things first, we got to get some sprays on this thing so we can get it to turn into rainbow. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the chocolate spray on it. We're gonna apply the shock spray on it. We'll do windstruck because we have a pterodactyl, so that's kind of... You don't really need that. Then we'll do honey glazed, and there we go. We have 5. Actually, no, hold on. The silver doesn't count. That's a growth mutation, so we don't have 5 mutations yet. We need to do pollinated. There we go. Growth mutations don't count for turning this rainbow, but there we go. Now we have 5 mutations, and we can go ahead and spawn in our queen bee to reset her cooldown, and then we can go ahead and spawn in a butterfly. But then over here on our main account, we are also going to spawn in a queen bee as well, and we're going to spawn in a kitsune, so the queen bee over here will cool down that kitsune, and then that will apply chakra to our princess thorn, which is going to look insane whenever it comes over here to steal it and moves it to my main account. All right, but anyways, now we just have to do some waiting around, so we'll be back in a second once this thing is turning rainbow. So real quick, it is nighttime, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is place a carrot down back here in the corner of my garden, and that way we can get the moonlit mutation onto this carrot, and whenever that is moonlit, this we're going to convert to rainbow. So if we get it on our princess thorn, that would be great, but it's going to be gone anyways. Yeah, so that doesn't really matter. So we have this carrot here. We're going to let this carrot get moonlit, and then in a little bit we can use a Spinosaurus to move that over to our princess thorn, and that way we will have moonlit and we don't need to wait another 4 or so hours to get another nighttime event. So that should definitely help having that carrot placed. And I literally just paused the recording right when it happened, but there we go, our carrot's moonlit, so we'll now be able to use our Spinosaurus to move that over. So perfect. All right, boys, we gotta hurry this up. Queen bee, it's literally hailing at my house right now outside, and I don't know if I'm about to get slammed by a tornado, so like I gotta make sure I get the princess thorn, all the mutations before I die. So I might be blowing around during this video. Anyways, the queen bee is about to finish her cooldown here. So there we go. She is done with her cooldown. She's now going to cool down our butterfly, and our butterfly is going to convert all these mutations over to rainbow. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply all of my sprays here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put shocked onto it, verdant, fried, wet, pollinated, cloud touched, burnt, chocolate, and honey glazed. Now we're up to 10 mutations on our princess thorn. And then over here on my main account, we have just a couple minutes left for that queen bee. Let me see if I have any toys on my main account. I do. I'm gonna cool down my queen bee with that. So the queen bee is going to do her little dance there, and then my kitsune is going to head over here and apply chakra. It looks like he's targeting the carrot. Bro, are you targeting the carrot right now? I wanted you to go for the princess thorn, but that's fine. As long as we get the chakra mutation on the carrot, that should be fine. All right, there we go. He took a carrot, but we now have chakra on that, so we're going to use a Spinosaurus to move over the moonlit and the chakra to our princess thorn, and we should be good. I need to take like a 10-minute break here and make sure I don't lose power and lose all the footage, so I'll be back. Oh, actually, real quick before I do my break, I'm going to go ahead and apply the bloom spray as well onto the princess thorn, so that way we have the new bloom mutation as well. We don't need to use the Spriggan pet, so that'll save some time today. So there we go. All right, I'll be right back before I die. All right, so we are back in business now. I think I'm safe. I don't know. There's still a storm, but it's not as bad now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some mutations done on this princess thorn. So we got all this applied. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in the golden goose. Since this guy has the fortune mutation, we can use the Spinosaurus to move it over from an egg to this thing. So that'll be a quick and easy mutation to get done. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in our lobsters here since they take a while for their mutations. They take 15 minutes for molten and 30 minutes for meteoric. Let's go ahead and do 2 disco beasts so we can try and get that disco mutation done and out of the way. We're going to spawn in our Raiju next so we can get shocked applied to a carrot, and then he'll eat the carrot and then apply static to our princess thorn. So we're gonna get his cooldown going there, and then I guess we'll go ahead and spawn in the pterodactyl so we can try and get tempestuous done, and then we will spawn in the corrupt kitsune so we can try and get corrupt chakra done. That's 8 pets for us there. That should be good, a good start. Okay, so this is interesting. We just got an aurora event. I'm hoping it'll at least give us the aurora mutation on one of these carrots. I'll be happy then, so we can get that moved over to our princess thorn. But anyways, our Raiju here is about done with the cooldown. I do need to give our Raiju another toy because I was right under the last cooldown, but there we go. So our Raiju is about to eat this shocked carrot and apply static, hopefully just directly to the princess thorn, but it'll do it to these carrots as well. All right, there we go. Carrot has been 8 and static should be applied. Okay, so okay, we did get it on the princess thorn. For a second it was only going to the carrot, so I got a little worried, but either way it would have been fine. We have Spinosaurus. All right, so Raiju's good. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up our Raiju. Next up we have the pterodactyl, who's going to attempt to apply tempestuous to either one of these carrots or the princess thorn directly. Let's see. Okay, all of the carrots. Okay, so one of the carrots is now tempestuous, so this one is tempestuous. Perfect. We are good there, so we can go ahead and pick up the pterodactyl, and then our disco bees are about to be next. So one of them just ran out of a toy cooldown, so I'm gonna go ahead and I don't even know what I just did, dude. All right, I respawned my pterodactyl. All right, there we go. Disco bee failed. Okay, that's fine. Next disco bee, please don't fail. Please just do your duties, please do your duties, please. Duties. Ah, perfect. Disco applied to princess thorn right away. All right, so those are a couple of pets done. We can go ahead and pick up these disco bees next, and the golden goose is now about to lay an egg for us, so that'll give us the fortune mutation. What are you thinking? Right there? Is that your spot? All right, there we go. We have a golden egg with the fortune mutation, so that is good as well. So we go ahead and pick up the golden goose now, and then we just have to wait for that corrupt kitsune. So let's go ahead and pick up this. We'll go ahead and pick up all these static carrots. We do have tempestuous on this one, and then we have moonlit and chakra on this one, and then we have fortune over here. Can I move this over here? Yes, I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this egg here. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in 2 Spinosauruses to start eating away at these mutations, and also our lobsters are about to attempt to apply the molten mutation, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them toys to hopefully help with getting molten. Let's see. Okay, we got molten done on a carrot, so that will be another thing for the Spinosaurus to move over, but we still need meteoric from these guys, so we'll wait on that. All right, so that's some pretty good progress there. I'm going to go ahead and grow some more carrot seeds, so we have some fresh ones for the corrupt kitsune to possibly apply corrupt chakra. But I think what we should do next is get the tranquil scarlet macaw ready and the corrupt scarlet macaw ready, because these guys take a while to get those mutation shard mutations done. And also, it's hard to tell because I don't even have the mutation timers on here. They completely removed them for whatever reason. They're bugged. And then in the meantime, we're also going to go ahead and spawn in our spaghetti sloth because this guy has 4 mutations to go through. So a second ago, I accidentally clicked the stupid button right here to go to my 3rd loadout with no pets on it, and then I had to go back, and then all my pet cooldowns reset, so we had to wait a little bit longer for everything. But we're good now. Everyone's about to be done with their cooldowns very shortly. So to speed this up a little bit, I am going to give our Spinosaurus some toys here, and then we're also going to, I guess we'll do a quick cooldown on our spaghetti sloth. Let's just save a little bit of time, get that first mutation done. All right, so we applied meatball to this carrot here. All right, our Spinosauruses are about to feast on quite a few mutations here and move them over to our princess thorn. So we should get a lot of the mutations moved over, at least 4. So let's just see which ones this one's going to move over. Looks like we got molten, wet. We didn't need wet, but okay. And he ate meatball, looks like, and fortune. All right, so we have molten. We did not need wet, but we did get meatball and fortune. Let's go ahead and see what this guy moves over. All right, meatball again. Fortune again, and then we got tempestuous and moonlit moved over. All right, so we can go ahead and get rid of this golden egg. That is done and out of the way. This carrot is good. We don't need that. And then all we need on this one now is just that chakra to get moved over, and we should be getting corrupt chakra done in just a second. So they moved over pretty much everything we needed, which is awesome. Okay, we got corrupt chakra done on 2 carrots, but we only really need it on 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of these corrupt chakra carrots and carefully pick up the other ones. Next up, I think I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a jackalope here because I was gonna do the junk bot next, but the jackalopes have a really quick cooldown, so we should be able to get Sandy done and out of the way very fast. And to even speed this up, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a toy to give it a bit of a boost, and hopefully that will give us enough % chance to get Sandy done on one of these first go-arounds. All right, there we go. The jackalope just applied Sandy to the princess thorn, so we are good with this jackalope. Oh, it's already ceramic. Okay, wait. I guess we had a heat wave earlier and it just instantly went to ceramic. Should have made this turn to clay first, and then we would have gotten ceramic after a heat wave, but maybe there was like a hidden sun dried on here, but I don't know why we never got paradisal then for verdant. Anyways, we do have ceramic, so that is done and out of the way. So we can go ahead and replace him now with the junk bot, and then we got to wait for this guy to attempt to give us oil. And then next up, we have our spaghetti sloth who's about to apply another ingredient mutation, so hopefully we get sauce or pasta and not meatball again. All right, what ingredient are you going to give us, spaghetti sloth? Please be pasta or sauce. I don't care which one it is, as long as it's one of those and not meatball again. We don't need your meatballs again, bro. And he's going for this carrot as well. I wish he went for this one so the Spinosaurus can get these done in the next go around, but he's got to be making things hard for us. All right, but at least he gave us pasta, so all we need now is sauce and aromatic from him. Oh, meteoric failed. Please, please, other one. They both failed. All right, well, I'm gonna go cry now. I literally just missed it, but we just got corrupt from our corrupt scarlet. Also, apparently, if you have molten, that actually works to give you ceramic, so that is why we got ceramic so quickly, and we don't actually lose the molten. And I guess if you have sun-dried, you won't lose the sun-dried either. I thought you lost it and just combined them, but no, it just cooks the clay for you. So yeah, now we have ceramic, and we didn't lose anything, so that's good. And we have corrupt done, which usually takes forever. I saw the tranquil one try to apply, but it looks like it failed. But at least we can go ahead and get the corrupt scarlet out of the way. With that, I guess we can go ahead and spawn in next a chicken zombie, because these guys have been waiting for their time to shine. So we're gonna do a chicken zombie, and hopefully we can get, I don't know why I just did that. I'm back at the gear shop, but anyways, hopefully we can get zombified mutation done quickly, and that will be another one out of the way. I'm also just restocking some stuff, so don't mind me. I just realized, and I think this happened last time and I didn't realize it then, but we did lose burnt and cooked on our princess thorn, so I think we would have had more mutations last video, but I didn't realize it tries to take burnt, cooked, and fried, and if it takes one of those, it'll remove them. And in this case, we had burnt and fried already applied, so in the future we have to make sure that we get ceramic done before we get burnt and fried applied to this thing. So it did remove those, so we do have to reapply those now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So there's fried and there's burnt back onto it, but oh wait, am I tripping? No. Okay, so yeah, if you have ceramic, you can't have burnt or fried on your princess thorn, or I guess, I mean, any fruit in this case. So it does remove those, but that's interesting. So it actually, you can't have burnt or fried. So it all just combines into ceramic. It won't let you have them. It just removes them completely. That's really weird, but okay, at least we have ceramic. That is a better multiplier anyways. Okay, corrupt chakra, perfect. Give us pasta or chakra. Okay, good. Corrupt chakra and pasta have been applied. That is good. We just got wet on our princess thorn from the rain, so hopefully this Spinosaurus just eats that chakra so we can be done. Please don't eat the pollinated. Please just eat the chakra. Nope. He ate the pollinated, bro. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Now, in terms of events, if we could get Celestial, that'd be nice. Aurora and Acidic Rain. And then also, if we could get an Eclipsed event, that'd be good as well. But a lot of those are rare and take forever to get. But hopefully we can see them soon. That'd make me very smiley, happy, smiley, mutation, happy, smiley. Hey, if you give me oil, I'll give you a kiss. How about that, Junkbot? Let's see if he accepts my offer. If you don't give me oil, no kiss for you. And that's that. All right, let's see. You getting a kiss? He wants my kiss. Come here, Junkbot. He's so nice. All right, Junkbot is done. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Junkbot up, and we'll go ahead and spawn in another chicken zombie to hopefully give us zombified a little bit faster. All right, I believe if I give my spaghetti sloth a toy now, we should be able to boost both cooldowns and not waste it on trying to get aromatic. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a toy, and that will make his ingredient one ready. He is, of course, going to target the carrot. This dude loves carrots, man. I don't know why, but as long as you give us sauce on this carrot, I don't mind. I really don't mind that you like the carrot. So just sauce it up for us real quick. Come on. Can't be that hard. Just a little sauce for us, buddy, right? Pasta again. Wow, you really like pasta on carrots. Well, I really don't like you for giving us pasta again, because that just makes it harder for our Spinosauruses, buddy. I need sauce. What are you doing? Perfect. Our spaghetti sloth just applied aromatic to our princess thorn. So that is another mutation done. The boost, I guess, helped with that mutation chart. So all we need from him now is to just give us sauce so we can have spaghetti done. All right, so our Spinos here are almost done with their cooldowns. I'm going to go ahead and give them some toys so we can get them almost done with their cooldowns completely. So we just need that chakra, and then we can get rid of these Spinosauruses, and we could be chilling. And then these lobsters, I believe this is the meteoric cooldown, so we can try and give them some toys as well to get that boosted. But before I do anything, let's just let these Spinosauruses attempt to move that chakra over, and once they're done, we will then give some boost to our other pets. I don't want any of the other pets applying stuff to this carrot anymore, so that way we can save some time with using Spinosauruses. So hopefully these guys this time around just get this chakra moved over, dude, so we can be done with this little carrot over here in the corner. All right, here they go. Here goes the first Spino. Hey, maybe make it easy and just give us that chakra moved over. The first one, please. Nope. Pollinated again. I don't know. And then it just reapplies it to the carrot, dude. I don't know why it does that. I think because that's the only plant at that point without pollinated. It's really annoying that they always just target pollinated. Please, 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 Shano, just move the chakra over, dude. I don't want you to keep doing this. If we keep doing this, I'm gonna have to get the T-Rexes involved, and they're not going to be very happy. So, come on. All right, go ahead. Eat the chakra. Eat the chakra. Bruh, I don't want your pasta. Okay, this is upsetting at this point. This is very upsetting. I just want chakra. I actually, honestly, might just get my main account back. You know what? That's probably easier. I'm just gonna get my main account back in here to directly apply chakra to the Princess Thorn, because these guys are taking forever, and that will save some time in the long run. So I'm picking up these Spinos. We're gonna get the main account back in here to apply chakra again to the Princess Thorn. In the meantime, let's go ahead and give a toy to our spaghetti sloth here to boost his ingredient cooldown. Was that the ingredient cooldown? What are you doing it? What's going on? You good, bro? Are you good? We don't have spaghetti yet. Why? He didn't do anything. We have meatball and pasta, dude. I don't know why you didn't do anything. Maybe you can't reach in there. I don't know. All right, well, he'll eventually do that for us. I guess that's fine. Let's go ahead and give a toy to UC here to maybe boost to give us zombified. Maybe, please. Zombified, please. I just want to get that done and out of the way, please. All right, that's good. And then we'll give some toys to our lobsters to maybe give us meteoric. Please, please, please. Nope. Failed and failed. This is always a sad, sad time. All right, well, I guess in the meantime, then, we're going to go ahead and spawn in. I would do the Kappas, but dude, we never get bloodlet from them. They always just be bugging. I'm not even going to deal with them today. I don't want to deal with them today. Maybe later. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a queen bee to help with some cooldowns around here. And I'm going to spawn in a mimic octopus to help with maybe mimicking one of these abilities like zombified or meteoric. And that should help us get some extra mutations done. Oh, this is frost. I guess we do need chilled. We need to get this thing frozen. I don't think I'm gonna mess with trying to get bloodlet today, so that's fine. And tranquil just failed, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that as well. But anyways, the main account is back. We're gonna go ahead and actually we don't need to spawn anything in. He already has the queen bee spawned in and the kitsune. So in a little bit we'll have chakra reapplied, but this time to the Princess Thorn directly, so that way we don't have to be waiting for Spinosauruses all day. All right, please, zombified. Let's get this one done out of the way. You got a boost. It shouldn't be hard. Come on. Let's go. We got zombified applied to the Princess Thorn. Thank you, UC, for being very UC-ful. I have no friends. I'm sorry. Bruh, chill. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these guys up, and then we can let the raptors just chill here, get some level ups, so we have better hamburger chances in just a bit, and that should be good. And I guess I know there's a frost event going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that so we get that done out of the way. And there we go. We now have frozen applied to our Princess Thorns. And then also, I guess all we need to do is wait for our main accounts Kitsune to come over here, steal that, give us chakra, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so we just got back from being AFK, and while we were gone, we did get meteoric done and added onto our Princess Thorn. We also seem to have gotten sauce finally, so we have spaghetti, and we did get chakra applied, so we have harmonized chakra. So, okay, I just gave a toy to my Scarlet here, and then instantly, as soon as I did, it actually just applied the tranquil mutation to our Princess Thorn. Now, I did actually notice in my footage, when I was AFK, we did get a heatwave event, but it did not turn our verdant into paradisal, which is kind of weird weird. I guess you can only have paradisal or ceramic, it looks like. So maybe we should just focus on trying to get paradisal in the future. I thought you can have both of them for double extra nice juicy mutations, but it looks like you can't. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe you can, because I think before I actually did get paradisal and I had ceramic in the last video, but maybe because we had molten and ceramic, it just messed it up, so we could not get paradisal anymore. So I don't know, kind of weird, but yeah, our princess thorn though seems to be pretty good. We still need aurora, celestial, eclipsed, and that's pretty much it, I believe. Oh, and I guess acidic, but those events take quite a while to get, and we've already been at this for like 3 or 4 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up our pets here. We're gonna go ahead and spawn in our raptors here so we can attempt to get the amber mutation, as these guys are both boosted for the next 3 minutes. 24 mutations, and if we separate tempestuous, that's 25. Spaghetti is 27. Frozen is 28. Harmonized chakra is 29. Technically ceramic would be 30 to 31. So if we get amber on this, then we would have like 31, 32 mutations total, and this thing is hopefully going to be pretty expensive regardless if we get amber or not, because it has so many mutations and it is humongous. So without further ado though, we're going to go ahead, pick up our princess thorn, and check the value with Steven to see how much this thing is worth. So let's go ahead and pick this thing up. Hopefully we get amber. Okay, we did not get amber today, but that is okay. And it is so big that it's actually bugged in my hand. I can't actually view it when I hold it because it is that big. So that's insane. Oh, there it is. It's trying. It's, oh wait, there it is. Look at it. Look how much. Look at that thing, dude. It is huge. It's just, you can't even see it. It's just a big flat like base plate of ice. That is crazy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check the value of this thing with Steven, and hopefully this is worth the amount, and hopefully we get a lot of money. So Steven, what are you thinking today for this princess thorn? This thing is worth 239 billion, which is honestly pretty good. I thought we'd actually get up to 1 trillion with this thing because of how huge it was and how many mutations we had on it. So for 200 billion, I actually feel like this is a little low, but maybe I'm the only one who thinks that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is this a little bit low? Should this get a buff, or is this a good price for how big our princess thorn was and how many mutations we had on it? So we're gonna go ahead and start by spawning in our golden goose, who has about a 11 or 12-minute cooldown. He does have a boost right now, but we're gonna have to give him a new boost in just a second. And we're gonna also, while we wait, spawn in our queen bee right away and our butterfly, because our queen bee still has about 19 minutes for its cooldown to cool down our butterfly. And once it actually cools down our butterfly, it'll be ready to apply rainbow right away, because this golden goose has a little bit of time before he can spawn in his golden egg. So this video is going to be structured a little bit differently, but it's the same exact thing. We're going to be attempting to get every single mutation on the golden egg, but instead of planting a seed with all the sprinklers, we gotta wait for this guy to hatch an egg, which is interesting, I guess, for this one, huh? All right, so he should hatch his egg within 9 minutes. I will boost him again, so this timer will be accurate. And then within 18 minutes, we'll have our queen bee cool down our butterfly, and then our butterfly will convert all the mutations on our golden egg once we have it to rainbow. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in my queen bee over here on my main account, and also a kitsune. So once these cooldowns are done over here, the kitsune will steal the golden egg and apply chakra on it after it has rainbow. So the golden goose is dropping its golden egg, and boom, we have our golden egg. It's a little bit smaller than the other ones I've gotten, but not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and trowel this over here just so all of our pets are a little bit closer to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my sprays here. So there we go. We now have 5 mutations, and I guess just in case, since we don't really need fried, since we have a mutation shard for this, and also I don't believe we can use fried or burnt anymore, since this automatically gets removed when we get ceramic, which we will be getting ceramic. I'm gonna go ahead and just use that for a free one. I think fortune honestly might have been 5, but I don't know if it's considered a growth mutation technically, since it grows in with the golden egg, and growth mutations don't work to get rainbow. So this is just a safety thing, so I don't waste the 17 or so minutes I just waited for the queen bee's cooldown to go down. And our golden goose is going to work to spawn in another egg in just a second here. And once we get that other egg from the golden goose, we can go ahead and put the golden goose away, because that will be our fortune egg that we're going to use the Spinosaurus to move fortune back over to this, since this will lose fortune. It should lose fortune because yeah, it's about to get rainbow. All right, the magic is now going to happen. The queen bee is going to cool down our butterfly, and then our butterfly is going to come over here and convert this golden egg to rainbow. Let's watch the magic happen. Oh, we also got Windstruck, so that would have been a free mutation, but oh well. Anyways, all those are gone. We now have Rainbow for that extra multiplier, so we can go ahead and pick up our Queen Bee for now and our Butterfly, and our Golden Goose will be giving us another egg shortly. So we have all of those mutations gone. We now have Rainbow. I'm going to go ahead and favorite this. We're going to go ahead and apply all of our sprays now, so I'm going to go ahead and skip out on Burnt and Fried today, although I usually apply those now that we get Ceramic, since we have the Jackalopes for Sandy, and then we get that to Clay. You cannot have Burnt and Fried to get Ceramic, so there's really no point on applying Burnt or Fried anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip that, and we're gonna do Honey Glazed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and apply Chocolate now. So there we go. We now have Rainbow, Chocolate, and Honey Glazed. And let's see. All right, we're skipping Fried, Burnt. Let's do Shocked, Pollinated. We have a Bloom Spray, and then I guess I'll go ahead and apply this Chilled Spray so we can get this thing to Frozen. I would wait around and try to get Bloodlit, but I've just given up on the Kappas giving me Bloodlit. Until they make a better pet or buff the Kappas, I don't think I'm gonna attempt to get Bloodlit anymore with them, because I literally will sit here for like 10 hours straight and not get it, and then I cry and it's really sad. So I'm just not gonna worry about getting Bloodlet anymore, dude. It's a painful one to get. All right, and I'm also gonna spawn in a Spinosaurus, and let's go ahead and get some of our other pets done. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in 2 Queen Bees, I guess, to get them started. I guess we'll go ahead and spawn in a Raiju so we can go ahead and get static applied. I guess I'll go ahead and spawn in these lobsters since they take forever to give us meteoric, and then I guess we'll go ahead and spawn in our pterodactyl because he's going to try and give us tempestuous. Actually, maybe hold on, I'm gonna actually get rid of one of these disco bees, and I'm gonna spawn in a pterodactyl and the corrupt kitsune. Since we have our Spinosaurus out, we might as well try and get these 2 done, since they're gonna apply corrupt chakra and tempestuous, and I'm gonna place a bunch of carrots down. Oh, and I almost forgot, I have some extra sprays on my main account that we can apply to this egg, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply Cloud Touch to it and Verdant. I feel like we're missing a couple of mutations there, and that's what we were missing. We did not use the Verdant and Cloud Touch spray yet, but now we did. We're good to go there. All right, where's that kitsune? Hello? There he is. Look at him in all of his glory. He wants to eat my egg today. It's a chocolate covered egg. Who wouldn't want this? All right, he's got it. He's going back to my main account with it, and we got chakra applied to the golden egg. Now, some people in the comments have been like, Bandites, you can actually get Foxfire chakra, and you can get Foxfire corrupt chakra with corrupt chakra and regular chakra, and you can actually get harmonized Foxfire chakra and harmonized regular chakra. And yes, I know you can get both variants, but you have to understand, I record these videos almost every day for 4 to 8 hours, and the one thing I want to save some time on is worrying about every single version of chakra I could get, okay? I know technically I can make the mutations better, and I can get way more money for getting those mutations, but I don't know if it's worth sitting here waiting another 10 hours to get Foxfire corrupt chakra and Foxfire regular chakra just to get another 130 times multiplier. If I really want, I can use a calculator and do that math instead of drive myself insane. I'm sorry, I just want to keep my sanity. So let's go ahead and place these down. I'm gonna get one more actually, just in case, because the corrupt kitsune can apply to 9 different fruits. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I have 9 of these, and I'll get 1 extra. And then this is the one I will apply the shock spray to. There we go. So now our Raiju is set up to give us static, and then we should be getting this fortune moved over in just a second. Oh, we're done with our golden goose. Let me go ahead and get rid of him. Since he's done, I'm gonna go ahead and get my spaghetti sloth ready, because we are going to need to get 4 mutations from the spaghetti sloth. Where is this guy? Here he is. All right, our Raiju's cooldown is done. I actually moved the other golden egg in this corner for a second just to make sure maybe it'll be out of range so he can't apply static to that one, because I just want the Spinosaurus to eat fortune right away. That way he might only apply to these carrots and this egg. So there we go. Perfect. He did not apply to that one. So now our golden egg has static applied to it, and I can go ahead and move this back over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and I guess clear off some of these static carrots since we don't need them. And oh, our disco bee's doing something. Are you gonna give us disco on a carrot, bro? Okay, he failed. That's actually fine. That'll just make it easier for a Spinosaurus in a little bit to do his thing. And I'll actually spawn in another disco bee to get that taken care of. All right, there we go. Pterodactyl. Oh, he actually already applied tempestuous right away to our golden eggs. That actually saves us some time. So I can pick up these carrots that he applied stuff to, get these out of the way, and save some more time there. All right, well, thanks, my man. That was really nice of you to just give it to us right away, you know? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick you up then since you've done your job. And disco bees are going. Let's see, our lobsters cooldowns are almost done. So we have some more pets about to do some stuff in a second. But while we wait for those guys, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in another pet. So I guess we'll start trying to get, I guess Sandy is, it's a pretty easy one to get out of the way. So we'll spawn in our age 5 jackalope to get that done, and we should be able to get Sandy done onto our golden egg in just a second pretty quickly. So lobsters, we need molten. Give us molten, boys. Give us molten. Get it out of the way and make us happy, please. Please make us happy. Please. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy for once. Please. Hey, you guys are getting a little far. Here, eat this golden egg. Only this one. Only this one, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Failed. Hey, other guy. Right here. Molten. Now. All right. You guys are failures. Bruh. Jackalope. Hey, buddy. Listen here, buddy. I need you to get us Sandy. Let's get this done out of the way. I got more pets. I need to come in here and do some stuff. So hurry up. Get your Sandy on that egg. Come on. Yeah, let's go, dude. Jackalope applied Sandy to golden egg. That was like pretty much instantaneously. So instant. I mean, I'm not speaking proper English today. But anyways, we have Sandy done. Spinosaurus, it is your time to shine. We're going to travel this here. You're going to eat fortune, apply to other golden egg. All right, go ahead. Feast. Feast upon the golden egg. Yes. Yes, good job. All right, now, just like I promised, spaghetti sloth, here you go. Eat. So now we have fortune moved over to our golden egg. And then also we should have a night event within 10 minutes. Because you know how I know this? Because I'm in the Bandites Discord. Discord.gg/Bandites. We have a channel in there where you get alerts for different events happening in the game and also stock. You get to see if there's an item in stock that you want in the seed shop or the gear shop. And it's really cool. So you should join the Discord because it's really cool. And you'd be even cooler if you joined it. You'd be cooler than you are now. All right, anyways. Spaghetti sloth, what are we thinking today? Are you going to give us some of that delicious pasta? Delicious sauce? Delicious meatballs? All right, perfect. We got pasta applied to the golden egg. So that is done. And then our Krupp Kidzoon's about to do something. So let me throw some seeds down real quick. And I'll be right back because my fiance is about to throw up. What? All right. Sorry about that. Quick little thing happened there. Anyways. Oh, hey, look at that. We got harmonized chakra done. So he applied it to our golden egg when I ran out. Thanks, buddy. He didn't even apply any of it to the carrots. All right, well, we don't need these. And Spinosaurus, I'm sorry to say it, buddy, but we don't need you anymore. And we have a Disco Bee almost done here. So I'm going to give him a toy. Let's see if we'll get Disco. Hey, Zaza. Hey, can we get Disco, please? Okay, you failed. Why are you failing me? What about you? What about you, Zeffy? You always seem to come in clutch. Zeffy? He was out of range. I should have moved it towards him. I didn't move it towards him. I'm a failure. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and spawn in our Tranquil Scarlet then, and we'll spawn in our Junk Bot. We should have a nighttime event. So I will be back when that event starts, and we'll get some more mutations done. I have returned. And also, we have Tropical Rain. Bro, we're getting so many events randomly. The game likes me for once. Anyways, our Spaghetti Sloth is almost done with its cooldown again, and then our Lobsters are almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and boost my Spaghetti Sloth to help us try and get Aromatic out of the way, since that one takes some time, and then we'll get our next ingredient. Now, with these Lobsters, I really hope that they'd be nice enough to give us Molten and to give us Meteoric. But if they're not nice, then I can always just cry myself to sleep. That's always an option. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, failed. Failed. What about you, buddy? Failed. And, well, okay, we got Molten. We got Molten. That's at least one of them, but they failed on the Meteoric. So, at least we have some time to still get Meteoric. So, I won't, like, cry myself to sleep very hard tonight. Like, it'll be a little bit, but definitely not as, like, heavy as I was expecting. Just like I said, dude, we got that beautiful nighttime event. There should be Moonlit. Maybe we'll get Celestial after. That'd be nice as well. And our Spaghetti Sloth is about to do some magic, so we'll see what he does. Ah, there we go. Moonlit. Moonlit is done and out of the way. We now have Moonlit on the golden egg. So we don't have to use our Tanukis, which is always nice, since those guys also take forever, just like the Kappas. However, the Kappas aren't completely useless. I will use them in a second to give us wet so we can get that chill to frozen and that sandy to clay, and then that will become ceramic. Sorry, I got caught off guard there because this guy failed at aromatic. I thought we were going to try to give us 2 mutations, but someone has other ideas today, huh? Anyways, hey, Disco Beast, can you make me feel better and give us Disco? Disco. Failed. All right, Disco B, please don't fail me this time, please. I'm gonna cry, please, Disco, please. Why? All right, I'm gonna give a toy to my Junkbot and also flatter him like I did last time, since that seemed to work. So Junkbot, hey buddy, if you give us oil on that golden egg right there, I will kiss you. I will give you a big kiss. Do you want a kiss? You gotta do your thing. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You're not getting a kiss. That's what you're getting. A spit. Let's see. Are we going to get Disco this time, buddies? Come on. Failed. Okay. Move this over here for this, buddy. Are you coming over here now? Okay. Come on. Please. 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 Why are they failing so much, dude? Why are they just failing me? Anyways, the Spaghetti Sloth will at least do something for us. Need some nummies, huh? All right, we got sauce done, so now we just need meatballs and aromatic from this guy. So he's about halfway done with all of his mutations. But man, why are these Disco Bees failing me? Okay, corrupt failed. What about tranquil? Hello? Hey, stop moving. Oh, he already has the boost. So he must have already done tranquil and failed, and I just didn't realize. Okay, well, anyways, our junk bot also is almost done with its cooldown again, so I am gonna give it another toy. Oh, wait, tranquil, hello? Failed. All right, well, everyone's just failing me, dude. Everyone's just failing me. All right, so the main account does have the wet mutation, so we don't really need the kappas. We'll just need the chicken zombies next. So anyways, this sandy on there is about to turn to clay, and since we have molten, they'll instantly just turn to ceramic, and that chilled will turn to frozen. So let's go ahead and apply this wet mutation, and there's some magic right there. Wait, what? Why is sandy still sandy? Bruh. All right, well, for some reason, we still have sandy and frozen. Wait, maybe do I have to do it again? Let me try it again. Hold on. All right, did that do anything? We still have sandy. What is going on, bro? All right, hold on. Let me try something else. Let me see if this will unstuck it if I applied fried. Fried got applied. What about burnt? And burnt got applied. All right, so today I guess it's just bugging. I don't know why, but it won't give us ceramic. I applied wet to the sandy, but maybe because we already had chilled and then frozen, you can't do it. So I guess you can't get chilled. All right, so I'll know that for next time. Don't apply chilled yet. Wait until you have ceramic, okay? But either way, we can still apply fried and burnt, which you just did, and that's some extra mutations, but that's a shame. I thought we could have got ceramic still, but hey, that's 2 more mutations anyways. Anyways, Junkbot, hey, don't let me down, please. I need to get some chicken zombies in here. We have some more mutations. If you could just please just be a nice little guy and apply that oil mutation, that'd be just really nice of you, and I would really like you. And I hate you, Junkbot. I hate you. All right, hopefully good stuff's about to happen. Our lobsters are done with their cooldowns. I believe this one's for meteoric. I could be wrong. Maybe the 3-minute one's for meteoric. I think this one's meteoric though, so I'm gonna scoot this over towards them. Hey guys, look at this egg. You can get meteoric on. Failed. Hey buddy, look at this egg. You can get meteoric on. Buddies. Okay. Okay, failed. Everyone's failing. Come on, someone, please. Someone, please. Okay, we got meteoric. We got meteoric. Yes, that's another one done. Let's go. Where's the other disco bee? Apply disco, please. Please, please, please. Okay, he failed. But at least we got meteoric done. That's another one out of the way. We can go ahead and pick up our lobsters finally, and then we can replace them with chicken zombies, and we're getting there now. We're getting somewhere. All right, good. We pretty much have a good setup now. These are pretty much the last pets that we need that we can AFK with. But let's see real quick if the spaghetti sloth gives us that nice, beautiful meatballs mutation. Because I really want some spaghetti. I actually have spaghetti in the fridge. I might go eat that while in AFK while these pets do their thing. But to celebrate me eating my spaghetti, this guy's got to give us that last spaghetti mutation. So let's see if he does it. All right, we got meatballs. Thank you. So now we have the spaghetti mutation done and out of the way. So now all we got to do is wait for this guy to give us aromatic. But his ingredient mutations are done. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was AFK. We need a tanning mirror. This should help us get paradisal done. So we just got paradisal done. It looks like we got corrupt when we were AFK. And I think that was actually it. But thankfully I came back. I was AFK. I didn't realize that this was going on. I also didn't realize that I did not have a tanning mirror placed down. So now we have a tanning mirror placed down. We did get paradisal, which is good. We needed paradisal. And so that is good and out of the way. Whew. All right, so a few more toys we can use here. So I'm going to go ahead and boost these chicken zombies to maybe give us zombified. Let's see the first one. Failed. What about this guy? Maybe, please. Failed. Okay, well, that's fine. Not really. I'm sad. Aromatic failed. So everyone just be failing today. What about the Junkbot? Junkbot, do you love me? Failed. Bro, what? Everything is just failing. Anyways, let's see what the disco bee gives us. Disco, please. Disco, please. Failed. What about you? Buddy, Zephy. Listen to me. Listen to me. You've been here for such a long time. You always come in clutch. You always give us the disco mutation. This one time, I really need your help on the golden egg. No one's giving me mutations. Please, it would make me feel so much better. Please. I thought we had a heart-to-heart. I thought we actually connected there, but we didn't. We got nowhere. The pain. Why didn't that kill me? It should have. I wish it did. Bro, finally. All right, one of our chicken zombies applied zombified to our golden egg. So now we have zombified officially applied. We can go ahead and pick these guys up. And I'm going to throw a queen bee into the mix to help with some of these cooldowns around here because these guys be taking forever. Some of them at least. All right, our disco bees finally came in clutch. We finally got disco applied. Please give us tranquil, bird. No. All right, at least we got disco done. We can't bag too much. All right, well, we got disco done. All right, if we can get Junkbot done though, then it would only be up to 2 pets. So Junkbot, let's get you done and out of the way, man. And I already offered you a kiss. You don't want anything. So what if I offer you this? Do you think that would make you produce oil? Because I just produced oil myself.
Brother,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a toy, and I'm sorry about that, by the way. That was disgusting. I'm sorry, but that was funny. But I'm literally, I have child humor. Anyways, Junkbot oil, please. All right, you know what? Next time I'm farting on your head, bro. We got an Aurora event! An Aurora event! Maybe to increase our chances, I'm gonna throw some carrots down. Maybe we can get Aurora on something. I don't know. Aurora always never seems to like me enough, but maybe today, since all the other pets of mine don't like me. Maybe the sky will like me. All right, well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if I get Aurora on anything. It'd be nice if we get on the gold. We got Aurora! We got Aurora! We got it again! That's good. I'm gonna get a Spinosaurus in here. Move aside, Dash Hound. What do you guys... Actually, I have space. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy to eat that Aurora and apply it to that golden egg. All right, so our queen bee here is about done with her cooldown. So she's about to cool down our Spinosaurus. I just realized because the Spinosaurus has such a long cooldown. Bro, that was the queen bee. That wasn't me. All right, anyways, the Spinosaurus is now eating the Aurora mutation off of our carrot and should apply it to our golden egg. There we go. We now have Aurora applied to the golden egg. Thank you, friends, for helping. Wait, the carrot is still purple. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on. Does it stay purple if I pick it up? No, it does not. The more you know. Okay, I just missed it by like a second, but we just got the aromatic mutation finally applied to our golden egg. And with that, we should be getting the tranquil one in just a minute. So let me go ahead and I guess pick up this aromatic spaghetti sloth now since he is done. And let's try to give a toy to our Scarlet here to see if we can get tranquil done finally. And it's still failed. Very sad. But at least we got another mutation done. We just have to wait for oil and tranquil, and then this thing will be pretty much ready to go. Bro, I went AFK for a second and we actually finally got oil done. It's a miracle. It's actually a miracle. Now we just gotta let our queen bee and mimic octopus completely focus on the tranquil Scarlet. All right, so I know some people are gonna hate me forever for doing this, but I am going to give up on trying to get tranquil. Usually I don't do this, and usually we get it pretty quick, but I have been recording this for 4 hours. It is 3 a.m. I'm very tired, and we have not gotten tranquil after like 2 hours since we placed the pet down, maybe even almost 3 at this point. And we already have so many mutations that I think our golden egg is pretty much worth it at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip out on the tranquil, which means we won't have tranquil, and these are the other ones we're missing that we could get legit: bloodlet, eclipsed, acidic, celestial. These events are pretty rare, and I don't think we'll be getting one anytime soon by the time we're done recording. I wish we got celestial earlier with the nighttime event, but we didn't. But anyways, for now, we're going to be leaving it off there. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that we're not getting tranquil. We probably won't be getting these 5 mutations, but there's still a chance for amber. But if we don't get that, then we missed out on 6 mutations we could have gotten legit. And of course, not including all the admin ones. But in total, though, this golden egg here has 26 mutations on it. And if you separate tempestuous, it has 27 mutations on it. Separate paradisal, 28. Frozen, 29. Harmonized chakra, 30. And if we had ceramic, it would have been like 31, 32. So let's hope that we can get amber on it and make it worth even more. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll leave the mimic octopus, but no, I don't think you can mimic raptors actually. And plus we're about to use our raptors to pick it up. So we're gonna pick him up, pick up our queen bee, and sadly pick up the tranquil Scarlet. But hopefully our raptors can give us amber. I'm gonna boost them with some toys to try and help us get amber. And let's see if we get amber. All right, we did not get amber. So yeah, we missed out on about 6 mutations, but we did get all of the other mutations on our golden egg here, which I can't even see it because there's so many mutations. Oh, there they go. They're loading in now. Wait, is this the right thing? I don't think this is it. Okay, yeah, I mean, it went to my hotbar, but I confused myself for a second because the other day we had a fruit like this that looked kind of crazy where it was just like a big ice texture like this. I thought it was the same fruit and I thought it swapped out for some reason in my hotbar, but that one we didn't have fried on. We actually had ceramic on that one, which won't show up because it was deep in the mutation list. But I know for sure we just had fried on our golden egg, and the other ones that we have fried in my inventory that are favorited with all the mutations. Things I have here that are fried: this is a taco fern, this is a donut sugar glaze, this is a moon mango, I think, this is a traveler's fruit, cacao, and the beanstalk. So this has to be the golden egg here. It just has a bug broken texture, of course. So I'm going to be checking the mutation of our golden egg with Steven here, and we're going to see how much our golden egg is actually worth now. So Steven, how much is our golden egg worth? Wow. only 8 billion. And I think if we had Tranquil, this would only have been like 9 or 10 billion. That is not as much as I was expecting. I honestly thought we might get to trillions because usually the golden eggs base value is pretty high. However, I think because this one wasn't that big of a golden egg that we got from our goose this time around, that might have really affected the value. But let me actually check real quick what the minimum value is. So it looks like the minimum value is around 200k for this thing. So with all the mutations on it, we only got to 8 bill. Usually I was seeing like I was selling these things for millions, but maybe it's because I had other stuff in my inventory. I thought these were worth a lot more, but 8 billion for about 30 mutations is... I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, it was an interesting video, but I don't know if that's worth it. You can make a lot more money with other fruits, but the golden goose will also spawn this thing in every 10 minutes. So you tell me, is this worth it to you to get all the mutations on the golden egg and grow garden? And you guys will be happy to know that I did finally get a pancake stack. So this should help my mooncats actually surround the new Romanesco and help us get a big growth from it. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and place down our Grandmaster Sprinkler, Master, Godly, Advanced, Basic, and then we're going to place our Romanesco seed down right in that mix. We're going to go ahead and spawn our Mooncats here because I believe the Mooncats should actually help affect this and help it grow faster. And then with that, we're going to also spawn in our Triceratops to help speed up the growth a little bit. And I also am going to go ahead and use some... I don't have watering cans. Wow, this is a first. I don't want to do that watermelon, bro. Get that out. All right, well, no worries because I do have my main account here. So I'm going to bring my main account over and I'm going to use my main account to watering can the Romanesco to hopefully get it to sprout up a lot faster. All right, we got some Mooncats. The pancake stack is definitely helping. They're all in this area right here. And our Romanesco is growing a little bit faster with all those watering cans. I'm going to move this into the Mooncats just a little bit closer. All right, so we use all of our watering cans. I'm going to have to buy some more, but our Triceratops should definitely help with getting this to fully grow. But the watering cans is just to speed up the process a little bit. We're going to throw some more watering cans on it. And that is pretty much all we have for now. So our Triceratops will hopefully do the rest of the work here. It just seems like it grows a little bit faster than some other plants, so I think we only need our Triceratops to hit it one time, and I think that should be enough for it to fully grow in. All right, so while we wait for that, I do want to say we can actually get the Sandy mutation pretty easily now because I do have the new Jackalope pet. There's also a new pet that you can use to get the new blue mutation. Spriggan, I believe it's called. This guy will give you the new blue mutation on plants, and then we also opened up a golden goose in one of the eggs, and this guy can give you the new fortune mutation. He has a chance to hatch your seed, and it will start out with the fortune mutation, almost like how rainbow and gold can spawn in on a fruit when you first grow it in. This guy pretty much sort of does that, but he gives you a fortune seed. You can plant that, you'll have fortune mutation on it, and if you sell it, it will give you a chance to actually have your other plants grow fortune on them. So this guy will come in clutch at the very end of the video. All right, there we go. Our Romanesco is at 100% grown, so it's pretty much done. Our Mooncats should all start sleeping over here, hopefully on top of it, so we can get some bigger Romanesco plant done, maybe. Let's just wait this minute. Let's see what kind of size we get on this thing. Hopefully it's a big one. Hopefully it's valuable, and hopefully we make some good money on this. All right, what do we got here, buddy? Go ahead and smack that thing. Oh, it's ready. That's a pretty big Romanesco. I didn't think it was gonna be that big. Good job, team. And pick all these guys up. All right, well, we're good here. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some sprays to this thing so we can get 5 mutations on it, and then we can get this thing converted to rainbow. So let's go ahead and put shocked on it, honey glazed, pollinated. We have a ton of cloud touch, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a cloud touched chocolate, and there we go. We have our 5 mutations, and with that, I'm gonna spawn in my queen bee, and I'm also going to spawn in my butterfly. The queen bee in just a few will cool down my butterfly, and then the butterfly will convert these 5 mutations to rainbow on our Romanesco, and then we can start gathering the actual mutations that we need. So we're gonna let that happen. Take about 17 minutes, but with a boost, it should be about, yeah, 13 minutes. And then on my main account over here, I'm going to spawn in a queen bee over here as well, and we're gonna spawn in my kitsune. This queen bee will cool down this kitsune. It'll steal the Romanesco, and we'll get chakra applied to it. So that should be an extra mutation within 20 minutes after we get rainbow done. So we're gonna BRB for just a second, and we'll come back when we have rainbow. All right, it's time to get to work. Our queen bee's cooldown is about done, so she is finally going to cool down our butterfly, and our butterfly will give us rainbow. There we go. We now have rainbow on the Romanesco, so we are good to go. We can pick up this butterfly and this queen bee, and we can go ahead and favorite this Romanesco plant so we don't accidentally pick it up. And let's go ahead and get some sprays applied back to it. So we're going to put burnt on it, shocked, fried, verdant, pollinated, cloud touch, chocolate, and honey glazed, which brings us to 9 mutations. So on our main account, I'm going to go ahead and apply the wet mutation onto this so we can easily get this thing to clay and then ceramic. I'm also going to go ahead and apply the new bloom spray, which I do have the pet to apply bloom, but since I have some sprays, we might as well save some time and apply this. I'm going to go ahead and spawn in the new jackalope pets here. I'm going to spawn in 2 of them to attempt to give us sandy on this thing so we can go ahead and get clay and then start working towards getting ceramic. So these guys every about minute and a half have a 15% chance to apply sandy mutation. So that's actually a pretty good pet to have. So there we go. These guys are going to start doing their thing. We're also going to spawn in 2 of our lobsters to attempt to give us molten and meteoric. We're also going to go ahead and spawn in 2 disco bees to start working on getting us the disco mutation. And then let me see. We have so many pets to work with now. It's actually crazy. I guess I'm going to go ahead and spawn in my corrupt kitsune, and then I'll spawn in the Raiju here. Whenever the Raiju's cooldown is almost done, we're going to plant a carrot seed down for him, and we're going to put shocked mutation on it, so that way he'll eat it, and then apply the static mutation to our Romanesco. All right, both failed. That's fine. Their cooldowns are so low that it doesn't really matter. So we're going to wait just a second for those guys to apply sandy, and then we'll swap them out. We're also going to wait for our kitsune over here, and I guess to speed this up a little bit, I'm going to give these jackalopes some toys just so they have a boost. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch the magic happen real quick. So where's my kitsune? Hello? Oh, also I know people are going to be like, oh, Bandites, look, there's a new silver mutation. It's just like gold, where you can't have gold and rainbow. You also can't have silver in rainbow. Rainbow is still the best out of the growth mutation. So, yeah, we're not using that right now, okay? Anyways, here we go. Simon, our kitsune, is going to steal our Romanesco now. And we got Foxfire Chakra today. Let's go, dude. That's a better mutation there. So if we can get our Corrupt Kitsune to give us Foxfire Corrupt Chakra, then we can get Harmonized Foxfire Chakra, and then we will make like 130 times multiplier on this. One of the best mutations you can get. So now, once the Raiju is done in 50 seconds with its cooldown, it will eat this and then puke it up onto our Romanesco and give us the static mutation. And also, look at that, we just got a heat wave, so this should give us Paradisal. And if these jackrabbits hurry up, dude, then we could easily get ceramic done right now. All right, jackrabbits, please give us sandy. We got to get this done. We got to get ceramic done. We have a chance here, but you guys have to speed it up a little bit. All right, let's see. Sandy? Sandy? Yes. No. Yes, yes. Okay, we got it on both. All right, perfect. Thank you, jackalopes. We're good there. I'm going to real quick bring my main account back in here and apply another wet spray so we can get... Okay, sorry, there's a lot going on. All right. Raiju struck this with static. That's good. We have another mutation done. We have Sandy done. I'm going to real quick pick this Raiju up. We're going to get my main account back into the game so he can apply the wet mutation, and then we can easily get... Oh, wait, we already got ceramic. Never mind. We don't even need him. What happened? We had wet? I don't even know how we got ceramic. I don't know what he just... What did he take? We're fine. We're fine. We have ceramic. We're good. So yeah, now we have ceramic. We have Paradisal. We finally got ceramic and Foxfire Chakra. 2 new mutations that we've like literally never gotten before in the series. So that's good to see. All right. With that, sorry, lots going on. I'm overstimulated. All right. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a Pterodactyl now. Pterodactyl is spawned in. I will plant some carrots for him to get tempestuous, just like we're going to do for our Corrupt Kitsune. And then we're going to go ahead and spawn in our Spaghetti Sloth next, because this guy has 4 mutations he has to work through. We have to get pasta, meatballs, sauce, and aromatic from his mutation shard. I guess because the junk bot takes a while, we'll go ahead and use the junk bot next, and we'll do the chicken zombies towards the end today. So yeah, the junk bot definitely should be in now, because we're going to be waiting around for hours for that dude to do anything. Also, another thing we could do real quick is our disco bees cooldowns are about to be over with. So I'm going to go ahead and give them toys to hopefully, just hopefully, boost them enough to give us the disco mutation. There we go. First try with both toys boosting this guy. So I guess what I'll do is spawn in 1 Kappa to work on getting us bloodlit. And then I will spawn in a chicken zombie to work on getting us zombified. That way we can have 2 more pets working through their mutations. Hopefully we get that bloodlit done so we can get moonlit in just a little bit when a nighttime event occurs. Here's 1 lobster. Molten, please. Molten. Okay, failed. Where's your friend? Maybe your friend will help. Molten, please. All right, there we go. We got Molten done on the Romanesco, but now we just have to wait for Meteoric. So hopefully it's easy as pie to get Meteoric as well. All right, so I just boosted my Corrupt Kitsune with a toy, so his cooldown is about only a minute left. I'm trying to boost my Pterodactyl as well, but this dude is trapped inside the Romanesco, so I'll deal with him in a second. I don't have time. I got to get some carrot seeds down for my boy here. so we can hopefully get corrupt chakra nice and quickly. Oh, I already have some seeds in here. All right, so I'm going to place down 9 seeds for him. So in case he misses the Romanesco, he'll apply it to this, and the Spinosaurus will move that over. So where is our pterodactyl? Oh, there you are. Yo, hold on. Stay there. No, come back out here now. Come back out here now, buddy. Bro, I can't click this guy. The plant is so big and he's just sitting inside of it. Come here, buddy. Come here so I can boost your cooldown. All right, this guy's annoying me. All right, well, the corrupt Kitsune's about to do stuff. Let's see which one he gets corrupt chakra, or hopefully we get corrupt foxfire chakra on today. Okay, we got corrupt chakra, but no corrupt foxfire chakra. I guess we could wait around, but I'm trying to speed up and get some more mutations. So we're gonna probably pick him up anyways. But bro, where is this pterodactyl? Yo, come out of the plant, please. I need to boost your mutation. He's being a little stupid idiot, stupid stinky butt. Get out, bro. I literally... All right, I'm gonna scream, dude. I'm gonna scream at this guy. Hold on, pardon me for a second here. Dancy, get out of the Romanesco now! Bro, he's not listening. I give up. I give up, dude. I was gonna give you a toy. We're gonna be friends, but you're being a punk. He only has a minute and a half left. I think he's definitely gonna give us tempestuous on something. I don't think I need to even worry about it. But let's just let him do his... Oh, bro, he's out. He's out. He's out. Okay, there we go. All right, give us tempestuous, please. All right, we got tempestuous on one of the carrots. Perfect. All right, so our junk bot is almost done. Our spaghetti slot's almost done. Our lobster should be done with meteoric in a second here. That'll be nice. And let's see what else we should spawn in then. I'm thinking we'll double up on the chicken zombies. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting something. We got to sit here and wait 3 million years for the corrupt scarlet to give us the corrupt mutation. And we also got to do the one for tranquil. But you know what? I guess I'm going to move the kappa for now because I usually don't have any hope on them getting bloodlet anyways. So I'm going to move him out of the way just for now, and then we're gonna work on getting tranquil and corrupt, and then we'll spawn in the kappas towards the end because we have more mutations to worry about, and these guys take forever. All right, I almost just missed it, but all I would have missed is the hurt and pain that these lobsters just caused to my heart. So I guess it would have been better if I missed it, but yeah, they did not give us meteoric yet, so we have to wait around a little bit longer. But you know, I guess that's fine, dude. Maybe our junk bot will come in clutch today and give us that nice oil mutation. Also, we just got meatball applied to one of our carrots, so our spaghetti slot is literally trolling right now, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and try to spam both of these toys on him. So hey, bro. All right, well, I guess I'm not going to. Wait, he's coming out. He's coming out. No, he's not. Bro, why do you run away from my toys? I'm trying to boost your cooldowns and your mutation multiply. I can't speak. Here. Let's go. He got carrot oiled. Huh? Or he applied oil to the carrot. So there we go. We have another mutation down and done. All right, our Spinosaurus is about to eat some mutations. Okay, he applied meatball and oil to the Romanesco, and now we just have to wait for him to move over this corrupt chakra and this tempestuous, which this carrot also has verdant on it now because one of my scarlets did that. They had a little oopsie there. That's fine. But anyways, there we go. Oil is now applied. We have molten from earlier. We have meatball, so this thing is looking pretty good with all these stacked mutations. Let's see what mutation our spaghetti sloth decides to apply next. Let's see. What is he doing? Are you coming over here, buddy? Bro, why do you want to come to the carrot so bad, bro? You already meatballed one of them. Why can't you just do it to the... Bro. All right, well, he's out. He's going to probably apply meatball to one of these things again. Pasta. Okay, at least you got us pasta this time. So now we just need aromatic from him and sauce, and once that's done, he's out. Golden goose. Hey, bro, don't lay your egg inside the Romanesco. I literally cannot see in there unless I shift lock, but then I can't interact with anything in there. So if you're gonna lay an egg, can you do it out here, please? So I can actually see it. Hey! Oh, you know what? It's the pancake stack. That's why they're all going in there. I'm gonna move it over so I can see them. Where is that thing? It's right here. Come here. Come here, pancake. Come over here. Golden goose laid an egg. Let's see. Oh, that's one big egg, buddy. Let me try to sell this thing. Hey, Steven, can you apply this to my Romanesco, my man?
Nope.
Okay, well, he didn't apply it, but it was worth a shot. Okay, one of our scarlets just applied the corrupt mutation to a carrot, which means our other scarlet, the tranquil one, should be applying tranquil in just a minute, or trying to. Oh, look at that, bro. We got both of them done right away today. So we got tranquil done, and we got corrupt both on the same carrot. Wow, that actually brings a smile to my face that they actually loved me today. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick these guys up so they don't try to apply verdant. But yeah, we got those done right away. That's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in another Spinosaurus because we have quite a lot of mutations we need to move over now. 2 more pets done. We can see if we're gonna get the chicken zombie done and out of the way next, I guess, since he is almost done with his cooldowns. Let me give him double toys. And failed. Wow, this guy really doesn't like me. Double boost and he still can't give the mutation. All right, Spaghetti Sloth, what you doing, buddy? Hey, he wants the carrots again, dude. Why don't you want the big Romanesco? Like, this thing is literally like a broccoli plant that you could probably throw in your spaghetti, but you want the carrots instead. You're disgusting. You disgust me. I'm just kidding. You don't disgust me because you just gave me sauce, dude. I love you. Our golden goose is about to lay an egg. Hello? Welcome to the world, egg. All right. Give me fortune on something. Give me fortune on something. All right, you know what? Fine, Steven. I see how it is, buddy. All right, he's eating some mutations. All right, we got corrupt chakra done and out of the way. And we got tranquil moved over. So those are both added onto our Romanesco now. I can pick up this wet carrot because we don't really need wet. I will do that with the kappas later. And then, yeah, we just need all of these pretty much moved over. Besides verdant, we don't really need that. Okay, that was a fail, Meteoric. Where's the other lobster? Buddy, come on out. There you are. All right, Meteoric, please. Meteoric, please. Meteoric, please.
Nope.
All right, so I was checking my phone for a second and I just missed something that happened. But yeah, this carrot, you know, it does have pasta from our Spaghetti Sloth, but our Spaghetti Sloth also just applied pasta directly onto our Romanesco here. So now we have pasta and meatball on that. And now once our Spinosauruses move the sauce over, then this will be fully spaghetti. And then we just need aromatic from our Spaghetti Sloth. But yeah, this thing is looking pretty good. I'm excited to see the price, especially because this thing is humongous. We also have an Aurora event that just started. So maybe we can try to get the Aurora mutation. And then our chicken zombie is also almost done with its cooldown. So lots of good things about to happen. These lobsters, though, are stressing me out. They need to hurry the heck up, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and give a toy to that chicken zombie to hopefully boost that and give us zombified right away. And let's see what the golden goose is laying its egg. Come on. There you go. You just pooped it out on me. Give me fortune. All right, you know what? I don't like you, Steven. I don't like what you're doing now. All right, chicken zombie, what are you gonna do for us? Some zombified, I would hope. Ah, some zombified and to the carrot. Thank you so much. You're a good little chicken zombie. You can go ahead and go back in my inventory now. You have done your job. All right, Queen Bee. I guess you're going to probably cool down my Mimic Octopus. Mimic Octopus, don't copy the Queen Bee's pollinated ability. That's like the most useless one. Aromatic for Spaghetti Sloth, and it failed. So I'm no longer excited for what it was going to do. That was very sad. All right, what are you going to move over, buddy? Please, please, just, can I trust you? Tempestuous, good job. There you go. Another one down. Okay, so I went AFK for like an hour and something interesting happened that I didn't even think about, and this is how we're gonna do it from now on. So the golden eggs, they all spawn in with the fortune mutation, and actually I didn't realize this, but the Spinosauruses can actually just move the mutation from the golden egg over to your plant. So we actually have fortune onto our Romanesco here. We are still waiting, it looks like, for aromatic to be applied because I don't see it anywhere on here, and we have not gotten meteoric yet, so we gotta wait for those. But we did get everything else moved over from our carrots, and we did get spaghetti completely finished here, so that is good to have. So for the time being, we do have a nighttime event that is going to happen within about 30 minutes, but to see if we can get moonlit a little bit earlier, I am gonna have our kappa spawn in and see if they can give us bloodlit and race against the tanukis. So if the tanukis actually give us frozen, so I'm gonna try to get moonlit, bloodlit, and then we're gonna also try and wait for this guy to still give us aromatic, and then these guys to give us meteoric, and then we should be pretty much maxed out at that point. We'll be close at least. All right, so our Spaghetti Sloth finally applied aromatic from its mutation shard to our Romanesco here, and we are finally done with all 4 of its mutations that it has. So we can go ahead and pick this guy up. We're now waiting for the lobsters to hopefully give us meteoric. I don't know if they will. One of them has both cooldowns almost done. Zeffy here. Hey, Zeffy, buddy, can I give you a toy real quick so you could maybe help us out? Please don't run away from me. All right, maybe we'll get meteoric done. Maybe, just maybe. Failed. We won't get it done. We're just gonna cry. That's all we're gonna do, I guess. Suki, buddy, listen, I need you to mimic one of your lobster friends here, okay? And you need to mimic the meteoric mutation that they can do. Sounds good? Look, I'll feed you this beanstalk for motivation. Now just do your thing. Please help us. Please help us. Please, meteoric. Please, buddy, please. Let's go, dude! He actually did it. He gave us meteoric. I just had to sweet talk him a little bit and feed him a beanstalk, and he's very happy. Can I feed you this golden egg? I think you would love this. I think you'll find it delicious. There you go. That's what you get for being a good little mimic octopus today. So we don't really need you anymore. As you can see, we now have meteoric added on to our Romanesco here, and this thing is looking very beefy today. Like, we have so many mutations on this thing and a lot of new ones here. So I'm excited. This really isn't any progress, but I just thought this was interesting. This is literally tempestuous in game right now. Like, there's a windy event and a tornado. I'm sure a lot of the people that are playing right now that don't have pterodactyls are happy because they're about to get tempestuous easy mode. All right, the nighttime event should be happening any second now, and we should be able to get moonlit done pretty quick and easy. We'll just wait a little bit to see if we get a meteor shower as well, so we can get celestial, because that would be an extra mutation that we can get. All right, there we go. We got our night staff to give us moonlit. So moonlit is now done and added on to our Romanesco plant here. All right, let's see if these guys will give us bloodlet. This one's running away, which he's not going to be in stud range, but I guess our other one still has hope. Oh, he's coming back. Come on, bloodlet, please. Try to give us bloodlet. Yeah. Nothing. All right, well, I'm giving up on the Kappas. We're going to go ahead and bring in some polar bears to get this thing frozen then. Just go me. You know what? I guess we could just quickly make a chilled spray as well. It only takes about 5 minutes. So maybe instead of the polar bears, I'll just do this. So I'm going to bring this over here, spray that, and now we don't even need our polar bears. So that goes a little bit faster. All right, so we're gonna wait a second. Let's see if we get celestial, but while we wait for that, let's see how many mutations we actually have on our Romanesco here. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 mutations on our Romanesco, but we separate some here. Like tempestuous would have 26, spaghetti would bring us to 28, paradisal would bring us to 29, frozen would bring us to 30, and ceramic would bring us to like 32, I want to say. So that's still a lot of mutations. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get a meteor shower to apply celestial to this, and if not, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up and get amber on it. Oh, it looks like we have a sandstorm instead, but that is not a meteor shower. It looks interesting though with this. All right, so we have a couple more seconds of nighttime, and it looks like no celestial. All right, well, I kind of figured we probably wouldn't get a celestial meteor shower, but it was worth the wait to see if we get that extra mutation. But anyways, I think we have a pretty good Romanesco here, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. I am gonna go ahead and give some toys to my raptors to try and boost our chance to get amber applied to this. We have an extra mutation, so we're gonna pick this thing up and check the value with Steven, and let's see if we get amber applied. And we did get amber, so that is another mutation applied to this thing, and it's tiny now. It's just a visual bug, I guess, but this is what the Romanesco looks like. It's just very, very, very tiny in my hand, but that thing was huge, and we have all these mutations on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and check this value of this thing with Steven. So without further ado, Steven, how much would you give us for this Romanesco with like 30 something, 31 mutations on it? I don't know, there's a lot. Okay, how much? 740 billion for this thing. That is a pretty good amount for one fruit. I know there's people in this game that are like, oh man, I get fruits that are like 1 trillion, but this is honestly a very good value for people that don't know a lot of the methods to getting gigantic fruits and making them worth 1 quadrillion billion dollars. So I think this is actually a pretty good value for this thing. I thought we had hit 1 trillion, but it's pretty close to it, and I think it's still very good. So what do you guys think? Is this worth all of these mutations on the new Romanesco? And do you guys plan on buying this when it comes in stock in the seed shop? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in 7 of these mooncats here that I have. All right, we have 7 mooncats. There's also new like pet loadout slots. So if I want, I could have like 1 for mooncats, 1 for my queen bee and butterfly. Since I tend to swap out pets a lot, it's easier for me to just keep doing it the way I normally do it. So that's how we're gonna do it today. All right, but anyways, now that we have all of these guys spawned in, we're gonna spawn in one of our triceratopses here. And now we're gonna go ahead and place our sprinklers down. So let's put our Grandmaster sprinkler, master, godly, advanced, basic, and we'll put our king cabbage right in there. All right, our mooncats are on it, which is good. These sprinklers are doing stuff. So while we wait for this to grow, I must let you guys know, I actually have a new channel that I started with a team called Bandites Movies. Now, this channel will include some old content. mixed into long form videos of over an hour long, and I'll also have some new videos on there that you guys may have not seen before. So if you guys want to check that channel out, the link will be in the description, or you could just search up Bandites movies and you should find it. We already have some videos uploaded on there. All right, so here is our king cabbage growing in. It looks pretty big. I don't know if this is going to be a multi-harvest. Let me make sure this is a multi-harvest fruit or not. Okay, this is a multi-harvest fruit. So whatever we get here, this will just be the plant, and then we get the fruits on it, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and watering can it a little bit so we can get this thing to sprout up a little bit. So then our Triceratops here doesn't have to work as hard, and then he can focus more on just growing the fruits themselves. But looks like we're gonna have a pretty big one, because look at all of our mooncats just surrounding this thing. This thing is definitely going to be huge. So let's see how much progress our Triceratops actually makes on our king cabbage. So it's at 21%. Let's see what he gets it to. Okay, we got a double. So now it is up to... It's still going. It's still going. 88%. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Thanks, my guy. Oh, dude, we got a heat wave right now. I wish this was a little bit later when this thing actually had some fruits grown on it, but I guess this will be one free mutation done, so we don't have to use as many mutations when trying to get it to rainbow. All right, to help speed this up a little bit, I'm going to use my main account here to use its watering cans to get our king cabbage to fully grow in. So let's just get this thing to 100%. Whoa, it's moving. It's moving. That is scary. It's moving. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these medium pet toys on our Triceratops to speed up his cooldown a little bit. And that should also help us get another double hit so we can see how big this king cabbage will actually be. This thing is actually crazy cool looking. This is probably one of the coolest looking plants in this game. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that this thing moves around and it looks like you're opening up a portal or something, that's pretty cool. Oh, I think we got our king cabbage here. It's literally gonna take up the entire plant. I'm not even gonna be able to see the plant anymore. That is a big one. All right, well, let's see how much progress our Triceratops makes on it. All right, our Triceratops is about to hit it. Maybe it'll get another double hit so we can see how much progress this makes. Let's see. 33 minutes. That was it? That was it? That didn't even make a dent in this thing. What the heck? All right, well, since that 33 minutes literally didn't do anything, I'm going to actually go ahead and use the grow all button here on my main account, because I think we're going to be here for hours if we don't do this, because this is such a big king cabbage. Oh my gosh, dude. This thing is humongous. It looks like a giant egg. All right, I'm going to really quick favorite it so I don't accidentally pick it up. We're going to go ahead and pick up all of our pets here. We're going to spawn in a queen bee to get her cooldown started, with a butterfly here to get this cooldown started as well. So the queen bee will cool down the butterfly, and the butterfly will convert all the mutations we're about to apply to this thing and convert it to rainbow. And then over here on my main account, we're also going to spawn in a queen bee over there, and also spawn in our kitsune, so that way whenever we get rainbow on this thing, we can apply chakra to it right away. Let's go ahead and apply some sprays so we can actually get this thing converted to rainbow. So I'm going to go ahead and use a pollinated spray, shocked, chocolate. We will use honey glazed, and then I'll have my main account just apply a windstruck on it, so we have a free extra mutation, since we don't really need the windstruck spray since we have a pterodactyl. And there we go. We have our 5 mutations on here now, and our butterfly will convert all of these to rainbow, and then we can get started and actually apply other mutations to this, so we can get the king cabbage to have every single mutation in the game. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and AFK and let our pets do the work to get this thing rainbow, and then we'll come back and start applying some mutations to it. All right, our queen bee just cooled down our butterfly, and now our butterfly just applied the rainbow mutation to our king cabbage. So now our king cabbage is officially rainbow. So we can pick up these 2 pets, and then we can go ahead and favorite this so we don't accidentally pick it up. Let's go ahead and apply some of our mutations back onto it now. So we're gonna put our pollinated back onto it, sprayed, burnt, chocolate, fried, and honey glazed. And then over here in our main account, we're going to apply wet onto it, so that way this thing can easily get bloodlet from our kappas, or hopefully easily get it. We're going to apply cloud touched, and we're going to apply verdant. And then in a little bit, our kitsune from our main account should come over and then apply chakra to this thing. So far, that brings us up to 10 mutations on our king cabbage. So it's looking pretty good. And now we can start using some of our other pets to add some other mutations to this. So I'm going to go ahead and start spawning some pets in. So let's go ahead and start off by using 2 disco bees here so we can get disco done and out of the way. We'll go ahead and do 2 chicken zombies since this one usually takes a while. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and skip out on the cooked owl since we already have burnt and fried on this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and spawn in a corrupted scarlet and a Tranquil Scarlet. Since those guys have those mutations on them, we'll be able to get Corrupt and Tranquil onto our King Cabbage. And then since the Spaghetti Sloth actually takes quite a bit of time, I'm going to spawn him in now since he has 3 mutations he has to go through. And we do have the new Aromatic mutation on him. So this guy has about 4 mutations we'll be able to get from him. So I'm going to spawn him in now to start making progress on all of those. And then finally, for right now, we're going to spawn in our Raiju. That way, this guy can work to apply the static mutation onto our King Cabbage. And to do that, we're going to spawn in the Raiju. We're going to go ahead and put a carrot seed down. And then we're going to apply the shocked mutation to our carrot. And then our Raiju will come over here, eat the shocked carrot, and then apply static to our King Cabbage for that extra mutations. So yeah, we have quite a lot of work to do today. We have a lot of mutations to get through. So these guys will be our starting mutations, and then we'll get some more mutations shortly. And hopefully we'll be able to get a Sandstorm, Aurora, and also maybe a Celestial. All right, so our Kitsune is on the way over here to apply Chakra to our King Cabbage. There we go. We have the Chakra mutation now onto our King Cabbage. Look at that thing. That thing is huge. He's going to go bring it over to my main account now. So let's see. All right, we just got regular Chakra. We did not get Foxfire Chakra, which is fine. All right, so we just got static applied to our King Cabbage here. So we have another mutation done and out of the way. So we're good there. We do have wet applied to this, by the way. So next up, we're going to go ahead and pick up our Raiju. Oh, Disco B time. Hold on. Okay, failed. Anyways, we're going to pick up our Raiju here, and then we're going to replace him with a Kappa for now, so we can try and get Bloodlet done and out of the way before it is too late and we get this thing frozen by like a frost event or something. We do need the wet mutation to stay on this so we can convert wet to Bloodlet. I believe if this does get drenched, that can be converted as well, but once it's frozen, it's over. All right, here goes our first mutation from the Spaghetti Sloth. Let's see which one we get. All right, we got sauce done. So now we just need pasta and meatballs. But thank you, Spaghetti Sloth, for your service. I gave one of my chicken zombies here a toy to boost his cooldown. And instantly when I did that, his cooldown finished. And then he applied Zombified. So that is another mutation done and out of the way for our King Cabbage. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these chicken zombies here. And we're going to replace those guys with these new lobster pets, because these guys actually have a chance to apply Molten every 15 minutes and then apply Meteoric every 30 minutes. So yeah, that's a pretty long cooldown. It is going to take quite a long time to maybe get Meteoric, but we're going to let them sit here and try to get us Meteoric, and Molten should be a pretty quick one though. But that'll be 2 new mutations we can get on our fruits like we used to be able to do when Brighter helped us with these videos. All right, perfect. We got Disco applied finally to our King Cabbage, so now we can go ahead and just pick up these 2 guys. So our Disco Bees are done and out of the way, and next we're going to go ahead and spawn in a Corrupted Kitsune so we can get Corrupt Chakra and then turn that into Harmonized Chakra. And then I'm also going to spawn in a Pterodactyl here so we can attempt to get Tempestuous done and added onto this. I'm going to go ahead and plant down 3 carrot seeds as well. If our pets apply mutations to these, that's fine. Either way, our Spinosaurus will eventually eat the carrots and move this over. Our first lobster, by the way, just failed with Molten, and our second one did. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and apply, I guess, I'll put down 3 carrots here, so we have more opportunity to get Tempestuous out of the way, and then we'll have the Spinosaurus eat it and move it over to our King Cabbage. All right, I'm going to attempt to give my Pterodactyl in here a toy, and also I'm going to give this lobster one. There we go, I got him. That way we could try to get Tempestuous a little bit faster. Let's see. Oh, okay, so he did apply Windstruck and Twisted to one of our carrots, and this is the one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up and pick this one up, and then Tempestuous is done. I don't think he applied it directly to our King Cabbage. No, we just got Windstruck, but that's fine. What we're going to go ahead and do now is pick up our Pterodactyl here, and then we're going to replace him with a Spinosaurus. So the Spinosaurus will eat the carrots, Tempestuous mutation, and then move it over to our King Cabbage, so we have that one done. Let's see if these guys will give us Molten and Meteoric. I don't know if they'll give us both, but we have 2 chances for both right now. Okay, failed Meteoric. What about our other friend here? He failed Molten, and we got Molten. All right, so we at least got one of them done. We got Molten added to our King Cabbage, but they did fail Meteoric, which was kind of expected. Let's see what our Spaghetti Sloth does. Hopefully he actually applies a mutation this time and doesn't bug out. There we go. We got Meatball added to the King Cabbage. So we just need that pasta mutation, and then this will turn into spaghetti. Hopefully we'll be able to get Meteoric done soon. I will spawn in some Queen Bees shortly once our Spaghetti Sloth gives us all of his mutations. All right, I just gave our spaghetti sauce the toy, and he instantly gave us the aromatic mutation from his mutated pet effect. So now we do have aromatic added on to our king cabbage for another mutation done, which is perfect. So once the spaghetti sloth here is done with his next cooldown, he should apply pasta, and then we'll have this thing to have full spaghetti on it, which will be fantastic. All right, we have some good and bad news. The bad news is actually that this frost event spawned in, and yes, this will get us frozen because we do have wet applied, but we don't want to get frozen because we're still waiting for a Kappa to try and apply bloodlet, although it's a very rare chance for him to. But the good news is that our spaghetti sloth is about to apply his final mutation, or hopefully he doesn't skimp out and just not give it to us. So our spaghetti sloth is doing his thing. Let's see if we get pasta. Hopefully we do. Okay, interesting. He applied it to the carrot, which is actually fine. I'm going to go ahead and just pick him up then. And we're going to spawn in another Spinosaurus here. And that way they'll just eventually eat that off of this carrot and then move it over to our king cabbage. Oh, and look at that. We're getting acid rain as well. I almost forgot that acidic was a mutation that you can get as well. So this might be a good one. We can get this added onto our king cabbage. All right, let's see. Did we get acidic added onto this? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. What about this over here? Nope. All right, well, at least we got to experience the acid rain, but we did not get the acid rain. Okay, well, we've been trying to have our Kappa apply bloodlet, and we have had no luck because, as you can see, it is not on here, but that wet mutation that we had just got turned to frozen from this frost event, so our Kappa ran out of time, and he's kind of useless now. So we're going to go ahead and pick him up, get him out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next pet here, which is the new junk bot from the Albert Stuff admin event. So the junk bot will actually have a chance to apply the oil mutation onto your plants. So we're going to let him attempt to apply the oil mutation next. All right, just like I expected, we have a nighttime event, which means we don't have to actually use our tanukis today because this should give us pretty much instant moonlit mutation on our king cabbage here. So let's just wait a second. Yep, there we go. Our king cabbage is now officially moonlit, which is another mutation done. All right, so I'm going to feed some toys to my pets here. So we got a toy on our corrupted kitsune, hopefully get corrupted chakra. I'm going to feed some to my Spinosauruses so they eat from this and move over pasta and tempestuous, hopefully. Let's see. Yep, perfect. We just got pasta and tempestuous, the exact ones we needed. So we can go ahead and pick up this carrot, and then we can go ahead and get rid of these Spinosauruses for now. I guess in the meantime, then, I'm going to spawn in a queen bee to finally help us get some faster cooldowns on all of our pets here. We'll spawn in one of these hot dog dash hounds here, and these guys will actually help with cooldowns as well with the queen bee. All right, we just got a double trouble mutation set done to our king cabbage. Both of our scarlets finally just applied corrupt and tranquil onto our king cabbage, so those are both done and out of the way finally. That took a couple hours there, but we can go ahead and pick both of these guys up now. So now it's pretty much just up to the junk bot to apply oil and these lobsters to apply meteoric, and our corrupt kitsune to apply corrupt chakra onto this thing so we can have harmonized chakra. But they did make some good progress. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is spawn in another hot dog dash hound here to help with cooldowns, and then I guess we'll spawn in one peacock as well. All right, we got some good news here. We got a heat wave event, but I guess this is also bad news because I literally can't get to the plant itself to put more tanning mirrors down inside of it. So hopefully it will hit still. I don't know. I guess we'll try and get as close as we can. Oh, okay, it just hit. We're good. We got it. Our king cabbage is now paradisal, which is a much better multiplier than just verdant itself. Okay, as you saw there for just a second, this carrot is actually lit up, and it is finally corrupt chakra. Dude, we've been waiting for these mutations for such a long time. It's been hours, and we finally just got corrupt chakra. We have not gotten meteoric or oil yet, dude. We're still waiting for these. It is taking forever. But since we did get corrupt chakra, I'm going to go ahead and pick up these carrots. I had them laid out, so we had more chances for corrupt chakra since it was taking forever. And then I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a Spinosaurus. So the Spinosaurus will eventually eat this corrupt chakra and then move that over to our king cabbage for that mutation to be added on there so we can get harmonized chakra. All right, so hopefully our Spinosaurus only eats the corrupt chakra from this carrot. I didn't realize we got pollinated from our queen bee. I've only had the queen bee out for cooldowns, but here we go. Please just eat the corrupt chakra. I've been waiting hours to get that one. And he ate the pollinated and he just put it right back onto the carrot. What is going on, dude? What is wrong with the pets today? I don't understand. Yo, we finally got meteoric added to the king cabbage, which took a very, very long time. So I actually thought that we maxed out on stackable mutations, because looking at the wiki, it says you can have up to 24 stackable mutations. I thought this thing was completely maxed out to the point we couldn't get any more mutations on it, but now I'm not very sure because we just got meteoric from our lobster added on to our king cabbage. Okay, he just did the same thing and reapplied pollinated again. Okay. I guess instead of the Spinosaurus, we might as well try the T-Rex, because our T-Rex will eat them and then spread them no matter what to multiple plants. I guess we can actually do like 2 T-Rexes and then maybe like 2 Spinosauruses just to guarantee that we can get corrupt chakra moved over. All right, our T-Rexes are about done with their cooldowns here. If they can't move this corrupt chakra over to our king cabbage, then I've kind of given up hope that we are able to get any more mutations on this thing at this point, because why is nothing going on to it anymore? So let's see if they actually eat and apply. Okay, there we go. We got corrupt chakra moved over finally, so this is good. We have harmonized chakra, so that is good. These guys are done with their business here, so I actually can just go ahead and pick up all of these because that's all we needed. All right, and that is pretty good. Now, we pretty much just have to get oil done and added, but this junk bot has literally failed like 20-30 times in the last however many hours I've been at this. I've been at this for almost 5 hours, dude. I give up on the oil, dude. My head is killing me, and I just can't keep going on listening to him say, grow a garden 5 million times. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick him up. I am gonna go ahead and spawn in 2 raptors to attempt to get the amber mutation. These guys have been aging quite nicely. They have a better chance now to get us amber. Not the best, but much better than they were at. And let's go ahead and take a look at our king cabbage here. So this thing is up to 22 mutations, but if we separate some of these, like tempestuous would have 23 mutations, spaghetti would make us at 25 mutations, paradisal would be 26 mutations, and then harmonized chakra would be at 27 mutations. So if we're able to get amber, would be at 28 mutations, and if we actually did get oil and some of those other mutations like aurora, sandy into ceramic, and celestial, we would be way past 30 mutations, and this thing would be worth even more. But this is a good stopping point, so we're gonna pick this up. Let's see if we get amber. Okay, we did not get amber. That's unfortunate, but we do have this gigantic king cabbage here, so I can only imagine this thing will be worth a lot of money. Hopefully we can get over 1 trillion, but I guess we'll see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see the value of this thing with Steven, and hopefully we get some good money for it. So Steven, what would you give us for this big king cabbage today? All right, so this thing is worth 197 billion. I honestly expected a lot more than that just because of how many mutations we got on it and because of the size of this thing. But honestly, that's not bad. But for this many mutations, I feel like that should be buffed a little bit. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is this a good value for this big of a king cabbage with this many mutations, or should it be buffed and be worth more?